of Cards.
TCG. Welcome to House of Cards TCG
Market Talk.
Market Talk. That's right. And we're really excited to bring you this content today because this is something that, a lot of people are looking for answers for. And in the community, you'll hear a ton of opinions, and not a lot is based in fact most of the time.
Yeah. It's people's opinion, not really based on evaluation, more their opinion.
I'd say people's opinion based on what they want the evaluation to be,
Right.
instead of actually take a look at what's going on. And today we're going to be talking about specifically Special Delivery Charizard. Okay? And this is coming off of the base of right now what we're seeing with Special Delivery Pikachu.
Yep.
If you missed it, that was a promo card that Pokemon Center gave out for free if you spent $20. Mm-hmm. Did you get any of those cards?
I did not.
You didn't get any?
I'm kicking myself for that now. I don't really order from Pokemon Center, so I get a lot of product from locals, from people, from our supplier, Board in the Game. So
Yeah.
I don't really order from there. I like to think I can get better prices. Now it makes sense because the Special Delivery Pikachu is now $300.
And I'm in a lot of Facebook communities and a lot of communities, and I say, this is crazy. People are like, why is this crazy? I'm like, well, let's take a look. What impacts the price fluctuation of cards, okay? When you see a price jump, you think, why is that it? Why is that? Well, let's take a look at it. During the boom during October, the Logan Paul era of Pokemon recently, you saw a huge jump in prices because there was a huge increase in demand because there was a wider audience of people that were getting into Pokemon that wanted cards.
Correct.
There were more people that wanted to get into the hobby. Therefore, the demand went up. Therefore, the prices went up.
I mean, if you think about something, think about the last two sets, which were Sun and Moon and XY. Nobody wanted those. There was a long time, where people wanted them, but they weren't sought after like they are now. You could find Pokemon product in stores. Now we're in the Sword and Shield era. Pokemon is booming. Could be because of the 25th anniversary, the Logan Paul. It's just getting attention. You can't find anything in the stores. But go back, 4 months? And you can still buy True Steels on the shelf. You can still buy Darkness Ablaze on the shelf. And, Sun and Moon, XY, all loaded up. I mean, you could buy that stuff so cheap. And now everything doubled, tripled in price. And
yeah, there's more exposure. People are a lot more cognizant now that there are people out there who are seriously collecting Pokemon.
Yep.
Us included. And plenty of you included because you're watching this video. And, a lot of us, we buy, trade, sell cards, build collections, sell out parts of collections. It's all part of the hobby. And you have to understand where these numbers come from if, this is something that you want to be involved in from an investing standpoint. So let's take a look at the Special Delivery Pikachu. They gave this card out. I actually traded a Vivid Voltage pre-release Charizard for a Special Delivery Pikachu because I did not order from Pokemon Center.
Right.
And it's funny, if you look at the Vivid Release pre-release Charizard, the PSA 10s are selling for just around $400 to $500.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
Not getting a ton of love.
Yeah.
And those were fire when they first came out, getting out of the build and battle boxes. And so now you have a Special Delivery Pikachu that has gone from being an equal trade at the time, I think that was like a $60 to $70 value,
right,
to all of a sudden overnight being $200 to $300. So there has been an increase in demand. Now, let's look at why is that?
Could it have anything to do with Vivid Voltage?
I would say,
the chase card is a Pikachu.
the chase card is a Pikachu, but let's get a little get a little more nitty, and
Okay.
a lot of people aren't going to like that. But what just happened? A really big investment milestone that was just hit in Pokemon.
The first edition booster box.
First edition booster box sold for $480,000.
Jeez, that's just spending $500,000 on a 36 pack of cards.
$500,000.
Insane.
And that price was, the history price for that box was just set back in October by Logan Paul. I don't care if you like it or not.
120.
No, 200 something. Maybe 220, 240.
Was it that much?
That was that much.
Okay.
Record-setting price. It doubled that price.
Insane. Well, we were watching those other guys too. I forget what their name was, but they were searching for one and spending $300, and they thought they were setting the price.
Dumb money.
And then now we're talking about $480.
$500,000.
If you would have,
480 doesn't do it. $500,000. Yeah.
that's insane. Real estate doesn't appreciate that much. Stocks don't appreciate that much. I mean, that's insane.
That's crazy. And I think that 100% is caused what we're seeing in Special Delivery Pikachu, and even more so because people are seeing the Special Delivery Pikachu knowing that there's about to be a Special Delivery Charizard.
So
right?
it's going to be a match.
Special Delivery Charizard, good luck getting your hands on it. I'm just going to put it out there now. You could pre-order the entire moon for Pokemon Center. I'm going to say good luck. It's going to be overinflated the heck out of.
Yeah, and they haven't even announced what they're going to be doing to release it with. So
yeah, and you think about it, people are wondering, when is it going to come? When is it going to be released?
Don't know.
Well, what is there to buy that you could give away a promo with? There's not really inventory or product right now.
Battle Styles, my opinion, is like a Rebel Clash almost.
Yeah.
It's just like, but you're still not gonna be able to find any of it. It's blown. It's gonna be blown out. So like, if you're trying to push a product to sell the Special Delivery Charizard with, there isn't one.
Well, Shining Fates is the only thing that's on the horizon, but that's going to be such a limited run that it's already pre-ordered the heck out of. You're not going to be able to order any of that continuously to give away a promo.
GameStop was doing pre-orders of Shining Fates. Mind you, this isn't even supposed to be released for what, another 2 months? March.
One month, February 19th.
February 19th, okay. So it's not you go to GameStop, you can't pre-order it. They're sold out of pre-order.
They're already canceling
2
pre-orders.
days. 2 days they sold out in pre-orders at GameStop.
Yeah, they're already canceling. People are already canceling pre-orders.
And we're talking about like 3 weeks ago when this was announced.
So you can't give away a promo with a product like that.
Yeah.
So I think Pokemon Center and the releases of the images of it, the card number is just directly after Pikachu. You know, it's like I think it's 77. The Pikachu was 76 or 67.
I feel bad for set chasers.
Yeah, they're just sitting on these Charizards. There's got to be a ton of them out there. I'm surprised we haven't seen some leaked yet, to be honest. Yeah. And I don't know what Pokemon Center is going to end up doing with these Special Delivery Charizards, but you know what? I say it again, and it's depressing, but good luck getting your hands on one. It's going to be so overinflated because, once again, attention is being drawn to the hobby because how could it not be when someone is spending $500,000 on a first edition base set box? And here's the deal with these boxes. Vintage box breaks are more popular than ever now because people are trying to drive content on YouTube and different things like that. But every time one of those are opened, guess what? There's less.
Yep. And they're not making any more.
They're not making any more.
Supply and demand.
Vintage is going to continue to go up. And I think we're just scratching the surface.
Oh,
I think that's going to be a $1 million box in less than 5 years.
By July.
By July.
We'll call it by July.
It doesn't sound unrealistic.
It doesn't, and it's insane. It almost makes you wonder, like, if we could go back a year from now, you could have bought 10 boxes for $100,000, spend $1 million. That would, in 6 months, you'd have $10 million.
Listen, you're going to drive yourself absolutely insane because we all wish we could go back 25 years ago.
Also,
you can't.
To go back to the Special Delivery Charizard,
vintage,
too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the other thing. I don't care what all you Poke collectors say. Charizard is the man. If you have Charizards, it appreciates the fastest. It's the highest collected card is Charizards. Yes, Pikachu, Snorlax, Eevees, people love. Not taken away from them.
Lugia, but
not taken away from them. But Charizard is Charizard. It just is what it is.
Always will be.
Always will be. So now you put a promo card with Charizard on it, that makes it even worse. Like the Special Delivery Pikachus are nothing compared to put a Charizard on a promo card.
It's a Charizard with a Special Delivery Pikachu on his back.
Right.
Come on now. If you can get your hands on one of these Special Delivery Charizards, you can cash in. And you know what? If you have a Special Delivery Pikachu, I would recommend selling right now because I don't see the hype of that card lasting.
Well, okay, so let's talk about something.
That's my personal opinion.
On that,
we haven't talked about
on that route. Let's talk about something else too. Going back to your vintage and the hype on those now and stuff. Not on vintage, but on the Special Delivery Pikachu.
Yeah.
And the hype on vintage. XY Evolutions. It's a vintage.
What's the
set.
question? What's the question? I'm ready to answer it.
Okay, so right now,
It's a vintage set?
well, it's got the vintage print.
Okay, it's yeah.
It's the vintage
Vintage
print.
look.
So on the vintage hype,
Oh yeah, go ahead. I know where you're going.
right now,
It's crazy.
booster boxes of Evolutions, which, can we just talk about something real quick?
Yeah, wind it all the way back. Yeah.
3 months ago, they couldn't give away Evolutions. We're not talking about 2 years ago, 3 years. No, we're talking about 3 months ago. It was on the shelf. You could buy it. You could buy lots of evolutions. They put it in boxes just to get rid of it. I mean, they had so much printed that they would just slap it into boxes just to try to get rid of it. And it's crazy. 3 months ago, nobody cared about evolutions. Right now, what we're finding, booster boxes of evolutions have peaked at $800 and are now even being pushed to $1,000 for one booster box of evolutions. Let's talk about that.
You know what? It hit $500 like a month and a half ago.
Yep.
And that was insane.
Yeah. I own 2 booster boxes and I was contemplating selling them. I was
Subtle
like, should I sell them?
flex. No, like, yeah. Like,
I was like, should I sell them?
you've seen 2x in pricing on certain products since the boom, okay? A lot of things have receded. What you've seen a lot of recessions for is PSA 9s because people that are getting in the hobby now, they want 10s.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're going to spend the big money. They're going to spend it on 10s. You've seen recession on 9s. But everything else has continued to grow.
Yep. Because if you remember, I think it was 3 weeks ago. So we're talking 3 weeks ago. We were driving to basketball.
Yep.
Getting our workout on.
That's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Got to stay fit.
Yeah, I'm a hooper.
So I'm the shooter. So
Yeah.
So we were on the way to basketball, and your buddy was looking for evolutions, and I had the booster box, and I was like, 500. I don't remember. And you're like, he's like, you even said to me,
It was going to be a booster of Vivid Voltage and Evolution.
Yeah.
What did I say?
but on the evolutions you priced, I think you said like 450.
450.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
And now we're
3
talking
weeks.
about $1,000.
Was that even 3 weeks ago?
Maybe not.
It might have been 2.
Might have been 2. Now we're talking about $1,000. You're talking about 100% appreciation in 2 weeks.
If you can't look at what's going on right now, where is this coming from? If you can't look at the recent sell of $500,000 on a first edition base set booster box, Logan Paul saying he's excited for his next vintage. He said before he's got tons of first edition boxes.
Yep.
He bought a few of them when he was going to do the opening. Yeah, and he's going to do it. He's going to do another break this year. If you can't look at those things and make a direct correlation, then you're walking around with blinders on. You're not really open to the idea of what's going on and what's driving these numbers. I don't care if you like it or not. It's not really relevant.
I mean, if you can get your hands on Wizards of the Coast, especially slabs, they're going to appreciate. I buy Wizards of the Coast slabs.
Wizards of the Coast, anything with I bought a Harry Potter base set booster box because it's got Wizards of the Coast wrapping on it. You know what I mean? It's just going to go up.
He's talking about Harry Potter. I bought Digimon. No big deal.
Harry Potter's going to boom.
Digimon, already booming.
Mark my words.
First edition boxes just came out. You want insight on something? We don't have to talk too much about it.
Yeah,
He's
we're
big
in a
on
couple
Harry
different
Potter.
topics. Harry Potter, baby.
He's big on,
Let's go.
Digimon just released their new age. It's their. If you could buy.
What's the thumbnail going to look like for this video? It's going to be 18 things.
If you could have, it's trading cards. So
I'm here for it.
If you could buy,
I'm going to grab some comic books in a second.
if you could buy a first edition base set Pokemon right now, and 20 years later, sit back and say, "Man, I wish I would have bought that." Right? Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you buy? Why wouldn't you buy Digimon right now?
Shameless plug. No, you got to go buy those Harry Potter boxes. I'm telling you.
All right. Let's
market talk, man. This is what we love to do.
Dash packs that come with the Digimon, that's what's worth the money. So make sure you get the dash packs. If you buy it, don't buy it without the dash packs. That's my insight.
Here's the deal. Celebrity hype is pushing the market. We're talking about, this whole video is about Special Delivery Charizard. Good luck getting your hands on it. If you do get your hands on it, it's going to be worth at least $400 out the gate.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a card that's worth grading. Right now, I would not grade a Special Delivery Pikachu because by the time it comes back, I don't think it's going to hold a lot of value.
Yep.
I would recommend selling raw right now for $300 to $400. That's my opinion. Do with it what you will.
On my opinion on the evolutions, I'm probably going to go ahead and sell one of my booster boxes and keep the other one for my sealed collection. I think at some point there is a ceiling to evolutions. I mean, it can only go so high. It's being such a recent set. And let's talk about one more thing.
Okay, we'll do one more thing. We're gearing up towards a close, but let's do one more thing.
So if you remember the last box break that Logan Paul did, and then he did that, and then he said, wait until you see what I have in store next.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Absolutely.
But it had nothing about Pokemon. It was outside of Pokemon. He was going somewhere different direction.
Here you go, man.
No.
Oh, okay. I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, he said he's out of Pokemon. And then Pokemon dipped a little bit. It was weird to see it. It happened And then Steve Aoki jumped in or whatever, and right. And then now he's like, I'm gonna open another one. But I don't think that was what he was referring to back when he said, wait until you see what's next. So what do you think that is?
You know, I want to say in my heart that it's going to be Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't think it is.
I want to say it's Yu-Gi-Oh, but there's not that huge value there.
No.
I mean, I saw PokeRev open, first edition
Lob.
Blue Eyes White Dragon
Legends of Blue Eyes.
box.
Yep.
If it's Pokemon, I think it's got to be a Neo set. It has
Neo?
to. It has to be Neo.
I mean, in my heart, I want to say I hope that it's Yu-Gi-Oh. As you know, I've been stocking up on a Yu-Gi-Oh collection just in case.
You just saw the in Black Lotus. What is that? Is that Magic? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the PSA 10 is already over $300,000 for Magic, so don't sleep on Magic either.
No,
that's not something that we really touch, but people are guessing that card's going to go for over $500,000.
Well, it's the same thing like a first edition Blue Eyes and Yu-Gi-Oh. But see, Yu-Gi-Oh Magic are based on playability that drives the price.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh is so crazy. As you learn it, it's like one day Konami wakes up and says, here's where the format's going. And then that takes half your cards that were worth some serious money. Now they're not playable. They're not as good. So they lose
100%.
half. And then these other cards that weren't playable at the time now
Yeah.
tripled, quadrupled in value. It's insane.
Right.
So in closing, our goal is to actually do this every 2 weeks. We're gonna do a market talk. We're gonna start a playlist on our channel. You can follow it every 2 weeks as we put these out, and you kind of see where we stood on it and if we were right or we were wrong. So this is market talk prediction time.
Prediction time. Here we go. Put it on record.
So Evolutions. I think that Evolutions is at a ceiling at $1,000. I don't see it going over that. It has topped, and that's why I'm going to sell a booster box now. And 2 weeks ago it was worth $450. In 2 weeks, will I be right or will I be wrong? Will it go up or down? Will it be worth $2,000? Will it be worth $500? We shall see.
Okay, and I'll say right now, special delivery Pikachu. If you got it, sell it right now. Do not waste the time or the money grading it. If you can get $300 or $400 for that card now, that'll be the most you could ever get for it. And if you don't sell it, you'll wish you did.
All right, this is it. Market Talk.
House of Cards TCG,
Signing
signing out.